President Julius Malema, viva!
Viva!
Viva President Julius Malema, viva!
Viva!
Down with Orania, down!
Down!
Down with Orania, down!
Down!
Down with Orania, down!
Down!
Thank you very much, fighters. We are not going to be long. Fortunately, in our midst, I've seen our counterparts here, Freedom Front.
Yeah.
Down with Freedom Front, down!
Down!
Down with Freedom Front, down!
Down!
Thank you very much. We're shouting at them so that their conscience can be alive.
Yes.
That they should not translate their hatred
Yes.
to the younger generation
Yes.
of white people.
Yes.
This generation, black and white, conquered the apartheid in 1994. And therefore we are here as this generation to say no to those ones who want to rewrite the apartheid.
Yes.
Down with Freedom Front, down!
Down!
Down with Freedom Front, down!
Down!
Down with Orania, down!
Down!
Thank you very much, comrades. Thank you very much. My task is very short. It's just to introduce the leadership that is amongst ourselves here today. Can I just request all the leadership to be in front, the commissars. I'll only introduce officials of the PCT and the commissars. I'm not going to introduce the whole PCT, and fortunately sub-region and the region were disbanded. We don't have any more. Thank you very much. Leadership around here, we've got Solplaji. Halala Solplaji, halala.
Halala!
Halala Makaren, halala.
Halala!
Halala Pokwana, halala.
Halala!
Halala Temelisha, halala.
Halala!
Thank you very much, comrades.
ATG.
Halala JTG, halala. Halala JTG, halala. Thank you very much. Amongst ourselves, we've got our deputy chairperson of the province. Come forward, Comrade Keke, so that all fighters can see you. Is Comrade Keke.
Dissolve Arania, dissolve.
Dissolve!
Dissolve Arania, dissolve.
Dissolve!
Integrate Arania, integrate.
Integrate!
Amanda.
Thank you very much, fighters. We've got our commissars here in our province, those who are deployed and those who are from our province. But I will start with the daughter of our province, Commissar Ngahisang. Just greet Commissar.
Hello. Down with whiteness, down. Down with Orania, down. Away with the state in a state, away. Away with the state in a state, away.
Thank you very much. Then we have our commissar deployed in our province, Commissar Zibula. Can you come and greet Commissar?
Viva EFF, viva!
Viva!
Viva EFF, viva!
Viva!
Down with Orania, down!
Then we have another commissar deployed in our province, Commissar Kosi. Can you just come and greet Commissar? Sorry.
Down with white supremacy, down.
Down!
Down with white supremacy, down. Pambili with unity, diversity, Pambili. Pambili with unity, diversity, Pambili. Amanda!
Thank you very much, comrade. Then we have another commissar, Commissar Polnita, deployed in our province. Let me help you to come and greet Commissar Abasaki. Wonderful.
Yes.
Amanda!
Awetu!
Amanda!
Awetu!
Viva CIC Julius Malema! Viva!
Viva!
Forward with land expropriation! Forward!
Forward!
Viva EFF! Viva!
Viva!
Then we have our other commissar, Commissar Ikani, also deployed in our province.
Manda. Away two.
Thank you very much. Fighters, then we have our convener in our province, a person that gives directive, guiding us in our province, and it's Commissar Bukani. Commissar Bukani will also greet and just say something.
Manta! Manta! Viva Northern Cape! Viva! Viva Northern Cape! Viva Julius Malema! Viva! Manta! Down with Orania! Down with Orania! Thank you very much, fighters. I'm going to call the chairperson, the one and only chair of the Northern Cape, a soldier, to come with the national chairperson, Mama Wetu, on stage so that we continue with our positive Amanda, Awe Musho Wazamani Soul, Awe Musho Wazamani Soul, Awe Panzega ANC, Panze Aisha ANC, Aisha Musho Mohodu, Aisha Tata CIC, Tata Julius Malema, Tata Amanda. Thank you very much, comrades. We are with the national chair of the EFF. The only chair that the country can be proud of. The only chair that in the structure represents all of us, including the CIC. Mama Wetu is our mother. She's our leader. So we take the cue from her. She is deployed in the Northern Cape as an official deployee. So Commissar, National Chair will speak to you after we have presented our memorandum. We are here against all odds. They thought we are not going to make it. They called us names and we have disappointed them. We stand here united because we are the children and daughters of revolutionaries that gave birth to democracy that we are defending. All that we do, we seek one thing, that is a rainbow nation. We are not here for any other thing. We don't hate white people. We don't hate anyone. In fact, we love them. We have demonstrated even during apartheid. Our brothers and sisters were slaves, they worked for them. They made them what they are today. And we cannot continue to allow that nonsense. It must come to an end. So comrades, the reality of the matter is that even if we are here, we must respect the office of the Premier. Because of this is our office. We must respect this police. Because of this are our police. They are our brothers and they are our sisters. So we must give them the respect they deserve. Because of we are the EFF of Julius Malema, the CIC and the Economic Freedom. So today, we said to the Premier that we are bringing a memorandum here, National Chair. And we said to him in fact, that even if we can send a security guard, the security official, to come and receive our memorandum, we don't have a problem. We just wanted the provincial government to get this information. It is not a piece of paper. It's the laws of this country, and we are here to deliver them. The Premier has pleaded with us, and we agreed as the leadership of the EFF that even if he is not here, anyone will be welcomed. And he has delegated one of the executive member, the MEC for Trans Safety and Transport, and she's with the officials from the office. She will be with us on the stage when we read this memorandum and hand it over to her so that she can deliver it to the Premier of the Northern Cape. ke kopo e re dira remane re kopa o kope mme koloi gore a timele mo ga re me mama. I don't know why are you not wearing just anything red to show that thank you very much. Mama Nontano. Okay. So comrades, this is a memorandum we are handing over. And I'm happy that the Freedom Front Plus is here. Yes. The defenders of apartheid are here. Yes. So at least when we present this and read this, they will see that we love South Africans and we are proud to be Africans. So our memorandum reads as follows. The memorandum to the Premier of the Northern Cape Province on the racial enclave of Orania. On the 22nd of April 2025, we are here to deliver this memorandum. And it reads as follows in terms of the introduction. The part A of it says, we, the economic freedom fighters in the Northern Cape, gathered here on behalf of the oppressed, landless and displaced people of South Africa, and in particular the people of the Northern Cape. We submit this memorandum to the office of the Premier to demand a decisive political and administrative action against Orania, an apartheid-era racial enclave operating with impunity in a democratic South Africa. Orania is not merely a town. It is a deliberate ideological project of white racial self-governance, upheld under the false narrative of cultural autonomy. It undermines the value of non-racialism, equality, and unity that are enshrined in our Constitution. It violates the aspiration of those who fought the gallant wars of resistance, did so to resist forced dispossession of land, wealth, livestock, and heritage, and it contradicts. It contradicts the mission of economic freedom in our lifetime for all who live in South Africa. This memorandum is delivered to your office as the highest provincial authority responsible for governance in the Northern Cape. You are charged with ensuring that all entities within the province operate within the bounds of the Constitution and principle of democratic governance. Orania does not. We all know that. Part B, the conceptual background. Orania is a town that excludes black South Africans by race, language, and culture under the pretense of African cultural preservation. It is enforced and closed self-governing system that denies black people the right to live, work, or own properties in the area. This is not culture, this is not culture. It is a modern-day apartheid, and it is a political experiment in ethnic nationalism that uses the language of self-reliance to disguise institutional racism. This town, funded in part by public infrastructure, tax system, and supply chains, openly violates the spirit and letter of the Constitution. It insults the sacrifice made by generations of freedom fighters who struggled for a South Africa where we live together in dignity and equality. According to the EFF Founding Manifesto, the state must expropriate all land without compensation for equal redistribution in use, dismantle white monopoly privilege, and ensure that the public wealth and infrastructure. I thought I would read from you. The infrastructure benefiting the majority, not a privileged racial enclave. Orania is opposing to this principle. Many in Orania have also openly expressed their long-term ambition to secede from South Africa and establish an independent Afrikaner-only state, a fantasy rooted in the white supremacist delusion of sovereignty. They engage in diplomatic theater by lobbying former colonial and Western imperialism powers to gain sympathy and support for their cause. As part of this, they spread dangerous misinformation about so-called farm murderers and the fabricated narrative of white genocide in South Africa. They claim that they have been widely discredited and condemned by reputable human rights organizations. These tactics are designed to paint the democratic South African state racial exclusion and economic insularity. This manipulation of global media and imperial nostalgia is not only dishonest but represents a direct threat to national unity, social cohesion, and democratic sovereignty of this country. Part 3 reads as follows, comrades. Our demands to the provincial government. We come here carrying the burdens of the millions of the landless, economically excluded, racially subjugated, historically disposed, and deliberately marginalized South Africans in a revolutionary mass action under the leadership of the EFF to make the following non-negotiable demands to the Premier of the Northern Cape and the racist enclave of Orania. We demand, comrades, that the Premier publicly condemn the racial exclusion policies practiced in Orania and refer the matter to the South African Human Rights Commission and Equality Court for urgent investigation and legal intervention. That's what we are fighting for, and we are not going to be tired for demanding what is right for. The Premier's office must commission a full audit through the Provincial Treasury and Auditor General into any public infrastructure, provincial grants, subsidies, or state services accessed by the Orania people. The people of the Northern Cape have a right to know how their resources are being used to maintain a town that denies them access. They are lying when they say they don't need anything from the state, they don't need anything from us. It is not true. The truth is what we are telling you today. We demand a review on Orania's incorporation under the municipal and provincial governance framework. All bylaws and special arrangements that enable Orania to operate as a de facto independent municipality must be made public and subjected to legal scrutiny. A land audit must be conducted to determine the ownership and use of land in and around Orania. No section of land in this province may be reserved for a one race like your Freedom Front and their friends. We demand that plans be developed for the economic and demographic integration of Orania into broader provincial economy. Sifuni imali yetu ikubo, and they must bring it back. The provincial government must issue a directive that no public resources, technical assistance, or partnership agreements may be entered into with racially exclusive settlements like Orania unless they comply fully with the Constitution, especially Section 9 on equality. Number 7, we demand that the President give Municipal Demarcation Board an authority to demarcate and redetermine Orania as per the Municipal Demarcation Board Act and the Constitution of this country. D, why the struggle matters. The fight against Orania is not a distraction. It is a frontline struggle for the soul of South Africa. The existence of all white towns in the 21st century in a province where the majority live in poverty is an insult to the working class and to the values of the liberation struggle. While black communities in the Northern Cape suffers from underdeveloped, lack of basic services, landless and high unemployment, Orania strive of the proceeds of racial capitalism and ideological isolation. This is unacceptable. Let us be clear, comrades. The EFF is not calling for destruction of culture. Afrikaner culture has a place in South Africa, but not above, outside, or in opposition to the constitutional order. Cultural identity cannot be used to justify racial exclusion, economic separatism, and self-governance outside the democratic framework. That's what we are calling for as the economic freedom fighter. The future of this province cannot and will not be include terrorists carved out of the one race, just a Bantustans were abolished, so too must they. So too must any semblance of racially exclusive jurisdiction be abolished. We must build towns, cities, and rural economies that reflect the reality of united, diverse people. Our ultimatum, the EFF demands a formal response from the Premier's office within 30 days. If these demands are ignored, the EFF will escalate the matter. We will return to Orania in a greater numbers. We will make the memorandum to the national government. We will initiate a court process, and we will expose the complicity of any public official who protects Orania's unconstitutional practices. We will mobilize communities, youth, workers, and landless people across the Northern Cape. Orania, our ancestors. It is our land, and we demand what is rightfully ours. This province cannot remain a safe haven for apartheid-style enclaves. We say, with revolutionary conviction, Orania must be dissolved. The land on which it stands must be returned to the people of Northern Cape. The economy is reserved. The economy it reserves must be opened. The idea it represents must be defeated. In conclusion, fighters of Julius Malema, the president of the EFF, let this be remembered. Orania is not just a place. It is a political idea, one rooted in fear, nostalgia, and racial arrogance. That idea must be destroyed and buried. There is no future of apartheid in South Africa, not in our own town, not in our own land. No law must provide that. We are fighting for our economy. Thank you very much, fighters. This is the memorandum we are handing over. Where is the letter, Secretary? Let me tell you. Comrades, it's a cultural. We must respect each other and respect our values. Mama Koloimo will just greet us before aside of the aya go dinaya tona kholo ya province ya rona. So re ga bua le rona ama itseo in sapele before any other thing. After that, national check e no tla re tswale landes mare ba ka di pampiri me koloi ra leboga.
Amanda.
No, thank you very much, comrade, Chair in the Northern Cape. Let me acknowledge and greet the National Chair of the EFF. Mama, you are welcome. And where's the Secretary? Oh, okay. Let me also greet and acknowledge the Secretary, the chairperson, and all the leadership from national and in the province who are here. Let me also greet everyone. Oh, let me greet everyone here. Yeah, Dumelang. Thank you. My name is Dimakatso. My surname is Koloi. I'm the MEC responsible for transport safety and liaison in the Northern Cape. I was sent here by the Premier to come and receive the memorandum on behalf of our government. And leadership, the Premier convey his apology. There was communication between the leadership of EFF and the office of the Premier that the Premier are not going to make it for today. That's why the Premier sent me. So I must say, Chair Cedric, that the audience of the comrades are very disciplined, and we really appreciate that. When we come to talk to one another, that must be key in everything, must be our discipline. And really it displays today here. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. So I will receive the memorandum on behalf of our Premier, and then the Premier will respond in due time. I saw in the memorandum they say within 30 days.
So we will convey the message to the Premier, and the Premier will respond to the matter. But thank you very, very much for your highly discipline in this regard. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, National Chair. We say thank you very much. Premier, and we hope he loses conference of the enemies, lost the authority there. So that will be very good. Thank you very Thank you very much, comrades. I will try to say that Makoloi, we must sign for police here. If Makoloi to sign, I'll do that also. Comrades, our national chair, we are not going to waste time. We are going to allow the national chair to address us. It's her responsibility. In the EFF, our national leaders are not sitting good icons and all those nice things. They are amongst us. She worked with us, that's 8 kilos, and she's here, and she's still very strong. Mama, these are your people. Thank you very much.
Amanda! Amanda! Greener fighter, greener fighter, greener. Down with Orania, down. Down with Orania, down. Forward with expropriation of land without compensation. Forward. Forward with expropriation of land without compensation. Forward. Forward to nationalization of banks and mines. Forward. Amanda. Long live the Commander-in-Chief Julius Selo Malema. Long live. Long live the Commander-in-Chief Julius Selo Malema. Long live.